White, Ødegaard, lovely move again from Arsenal, Saka though. Yes. Ødegaard.
They have.
It's Partey who's picked it up, Ødegaard. Rice.
We are almost
It is a huge game for Arsenal today, says Mikel Arteta. We'll clinch the title, as he did for Arsenal.
20 days, you know.
It's a parochial contest with a world. None of the players are there. Each a
That
yellow.
would be no different.
Extraordinary numbers there this season.
Football match rather than a fight, and if it does become... You never know. It would be Arsenal who have possession, Spurs.
Helped on by Havertz. Martin Ødegaard looking to get in and escaping from Højbjerg. 3 up before he's been used fleetingly lately because of knee issues. Ødegaard. On by Partey, here's Ødegaard. Kulusevski urging Son on.
Particularly for Arsenal, the away team, for them when they were going for top 4.
Højbjerg. The referee rolls it into Ødegaard's path. Martin Ødegaard. Havertz lets it run. It's Martin Ødegaard who can't get it. Martin Ødegaard from Højbjerg.
There's no one with him. Trossard.
Bentancur.
They're going back.
It's Partey. Ødegaard has made his break. It's a question of whether he made it in Saka. I'm sure he didn't get in as easily as he did for his goal. Tottenham.
They have.
It's Partey who's picked it up. Ødegaard. Rice with the attempt. Particular run-in. A run-in that at the moment is being built on a 2-goal advantage. Despite not necessarily being at their best. Where they go for him. A tricky period for them in which they were facing not only the 3, they are looking so calm and measured.
It's a winger again, but they're usually really strong.
Arsenal haven't had back-to-back league wins at Tottenham in over. Ødegaard. White. Ødegaard. Lovely move again from Arsenal. Saka though. Looking to spark another moment in this East by conceding.
Realise that they have to perform, they have to stand.
Because we both played.
Is that going to be here?
I think it's
Counter-attack. I'm surprised. Never know. Gary Neville and Rob Hawthorne.
Paul Merson highlighted that in the build-up to the game.
Declan Rice with a long-reaching ball.
He's not as sharp in possession, not as aware as Jorginho is. He didn't have that concentration and focus last season, aside from Saliba. They're just at them.
Saliba finding a gap for Rice. Here's Rice. Kulusevski's cross, which is cleared to Porro. Gabriel looking so calm and Mejiasu is there to not clear. Facing normally the 3 title hopefuls in the space of this one across. Here's Saka. Conceded, and the manner of it. Pulled across by Bentancur and Ben White. Partey. And then Madison goes down. Nothing coming from that against Declan Rice. There's Declan Rice. So it's 3 down in a half where they've not played badly, where they haven't had the breaks either. And it's Son. Madison loses his 5 or more goals on 6 separate occasions in the Premier League. This was well executed this time by, here's Bentancur, broken up by Saka. Getting past Saliba and Gabriel again today. Where they go for him. Declan Rice is on to it. Back league wins at Tottenham in over 35 years when they won 3 in a row and lost a League Northland defeat in the old First Division back in December 19th. Trossard again. Here's Declan Rice. Title hopefuls in the space of 17 days. They've still got Manchester City. Madison. Kulusevski trying to clip one across. Ball across by Højbjerg. In January of last year, Taliasu. Odegaard. Rice takes it up. Here's Saka. Wilshere has just cost himself the Golden Glove today, at least, by Johnson. And Richarlison sticks out a leg, but Saliba stood firm.
They're having a brilliant season. To control games. How hard is that?
In the history of this run.
I thought it would be Arsenal who had possession. Spurs.
Leandro Trossard. Gabriel on the stretch finds Thomas Partey. Saka does come out.
The best defensive performance I've seen all this season was this Arsenal team away at Manchester.
Here's Thomas Partey for Arsenal, who is on the outside of him, but cleared by Davis. It's Thomas Partey, who was just pulled back on by Spurs, inviting Arsenal back onto them again.
The more diminutive winger again, but they're hugely really strong in protecting the ball.
Thomas Partey, and Odegaard has made his break.
They have.
It's Partey who's picked it up. Odegaard. Rice. It's Gabriel. Subduing Martin Odegaard, but inadvertently it is Højbjerg who's Son missing out. Great tackle from Gabriel.
Yeah, brilliant from Gabriel. Team.
Partey. Partey, his goal. Here's Johnson. I mentioned Gary about Porro and
Couldn't get them off the ball when they took their arm out.
Havertz. Close to 10 hours of football. Tottenham haven't lost a league, who are firmly in control of a match in which they weren't always sparkling in that first. Son. Final week in the season, but being kingmakers alone doesn't interest them.
Out of the way. Just thinking training.
Partey. Like to just join that contest.
Yeah, goes wide. Kulusevski in that number 10 role.
Cost himself the Golden Glove today, at least, by conceding.
Big strong team. I think that's
because we if it does become scrappy, does that pitch and they both play
do that against a good Arsenal team. Arsenal have possession. Spurs.
Son missing out. Great tackle from Gabriel.
Yeah, brilliant from Gabriel.
Saliba finding a gap for Rice. Gabriel to Kurt. Broken up by Saka. Here's Rice. On by Partey. Here's Ødegaard. Havertz. Johnson. Spurs inviting Arsenal back onto them again. Arsenal have had back-to-back league wins out. Partey. Was well executed this time by mentioned. Here's Gabriel. It looked like a tricky period for them in which they were facing normally the three title.
Speaking to a couple of Spurs people, thought he might.
Madison. Thomas Partey. Here's Ben White, who's been the captain, looking to spark another moment in this. Here's Leandro Trossard. Gabriel on the stretch finds Thomas Partey.
This Arsenal team away at Manchester City, and they've set up in a similar fashion as City.
Ødegaard. Saliba. White. The referee played the advantage to
Best defensive performance I've seen all this season.
mentioned Gary about Toro and Romero looking for team days. They've still got Manchester City to play in the final week of the season, but Havertz. On by Partey, here's Ødegaard. Gabriel.
Brilliant from Gabriel.
And Rice. It's Trossard. Here's Brennan Johnson, and Richarlison sticks out a leg, but
One goes wide. Kulusevski in that number 10 role. They didn't have that concentration and focus last season, aside from Saliba. They're just at them.
here's White. Rolls it into Ødegaard's path. Martin Ødegaard. Havertz lets him run. He didn't get in as easily as he did for his goal. Thomas Partey. And Ødegaard has made his break.
They have.
It's Partey who's picked it up. Ødegaard. Rice, Gabriel. Partey. Gary about Toro and Romero looking for a confrontation. Richarlison, who's coming on. Trossard. That's White. Ødegaard. Lovely run, ambitions to pursue.
Yeah, from a Spurs perspective, it's a sort of
This one across. On by Partey, here's Ødegaard. Partey.
Gabriel.
Conceded, and the manner of it. Pulled across by Bentancur and Ben White. And here's Madison. Madison with another kick, dealt with by Ben White. And then by coming from that against Declan Rice. Now Son, a free kick against Partey in this particular run-in. A run-in that at the moment is being built on a when they won 3 in a row at White Hart Lane under George Graham. Gabriel looking so calm and measured.
It's a winger again, but they're usually really strong.
Richarlison, who's coming on, might just join that contest. Find themselves 3 down in a half where they've not played badly, where they haven't had the breaks either. so calm and measured. Here's Saka. Separate occasions in the Premier League this season. Conceding. Saka. Havertz. Kulusevski's cross, which is cleared to Toro. And it's away by White. Madison pulls the corner across, it's cleared by Kai Havertz. Of a match in which they weren't always sparkling in that first half. Son.
They win the game between both boxes, but then when it gets inside the box, the general play is pretty good.
Madison. Kulusevski trying to cut them across.
To sort of get them out of the way.
Kulusevski urging Son on. 2-0 victors here in January of last year. Odegaard. Saliba, now Partey. Just join that contest. White, Odegaard, lovely move again from Arsenal. Saka though, next by conceding. He's in there again. He's going to reach him that time though. Havertz gets a flip to him from White. Ben White, who's been venturing forward this season with ever-growing regularity, and are likely to prosper against those who lose theirs.
Trying to ambush Spurs. They have.
It's Here's Saka. Here's Bentancur. Broken up by Saka. Madison. Son, but Saliba was in the way. Bentancur.
Change.
There we go for him. All since a 5-0 defeat in the old First Division back in December 1970. Firmly in control of a match in which they weren't always sparkling in that first half. And, this always looked like a tricky period for them in which they were.
Aside from Saliba.
Here's Leandro Trossard, Johnson. Now Son, and a free kick. Saliba finds
The defensive performance I've seen all this season was this Arsenal team. That's a game. Right in.
Saka does come.
Arsenal will be saying exactly the same.
Here.
I think it'd be what it is.
After then Woolwich Arsenal left their forward.
Arsenal had possession. Spurs
That's moved in slightly. Bukayo Saka getting a toe to it. Leandro Trossard was showing interest in coming in and attempting a volley. Here's Leandro Trossard. Gabriel on the stick. Son, Saliba was in the way. Occasions they were second best, but Porro with an awkward header away. But lands here for Rice, unable to take around the wall. Into Ødegaard's path, Martin Ødegaard. Havertz lets it run. Trossard with Rice on the outside.
As we get behind the ball, it's really difficult to break through.
To Son. Trossard again. Madison loses his footing, can't steer it out to Porro, and Arsenal could break again here, but it's over. Partey.
Chances that Tottenham have had, not too dissimilar to Arsenal's. Arsenal down, and they do look like they're lacking a little composure.
It's well executed. This to Son on. Switch. Here come Arsenal again. Leandro Trossard and Rice. It's Trossard.
Ways. I'm excited to see that battle.
Arsenal will have a lot of possession. I think the big problem for Spurs was Arsenal have possession, Spurs
Against those who lose theirs. Bukayo Saka getting a total in 9 days on from his goal-scoring double in an all-London clash. Saka does come out that ball from Thomas Partey.
Still keeping shots off your goal, going in front.
Kerr, broken up by Saka. On by Partey, here's Ødegaard. Saka pulls the corner out. Declan Rice with a long-reaching ball. Ødegaard fixture more than him. Rolls it into Ødegaard's path. Martin Ødegaard. Havertz lets it run.
Trying to ambush Spurs. And they have.
It's Partey. Madison with another kick, dealt with by Ben White, and then by Sam. Nothing coming from that against Declan Rice. Here's Bukayo Saka looking to take on Ben Davies once more. In this particular run-in, a run-in that at the moment is being built on a... Here's Saka. Saka. White. Cross, it's cleared by Kai Havertz. Of a match in which they weren't always sparkling in that first half.
The general play is pretty good.
Højbjerg making sure he didn't get in as easily as he did for his goal. First attempt of the second half.
Training sort of Ryan Giggs or Nani that sort of like couldn't get them off the ball.
A day that Spurs fans will remember to flick the switch. Here come Arsenal. Again. Here's Bukayo Saka. Gary about Porro and Romero looking for a confrontation with Charleston, who's coming on right. Ødegaard, lovely move again from Arsenal. Saka though, held up this time by
Kulusevski, that number 10 role.
the game now.
Form left to start well. This happens for me very much to see. I don't see how that happens in this day.
Counter-attack.
I'm surprised. I thought
Heads are likely to prosper against those who lose theirs. Inside the post from Romero, back in again, cleared by Havertz. Back by Partey. By Partey, here's Ødegaard. Havertz. Is it a play that... was the player who was at them on that occasion. Romero, though, wins it back with a header. Can't reach. Solid derby this. Certainly Spurs need to do so to keep their destiny in their own hands if they are to intention of subduing Martin Ødegaard. And here's Madison.
better team.
Declan Rice. Here's Kai Havertz. Madison's corner is clear. Today, in the light of everything that's happened with his team establishing this 2-goal advantage. Back by Kai Havertz. It's Trossard. Havertz. Going to go for him. Cleared to Kai Havertz. Madison pulls the corner across. It's cleared by Kai Havertz. Hat-trick hero of their own now.
One-on-one duels. The general play is pretty good.
Odegaard. Havertz. Well, I hope will be an inspirational recovery, but away goes the game now. He's in there again. He's going to reach him that time though. Havertz gets a flick on.
This is crunch time. How significant is
Exactly
this?
with Carrillo, but I just think
Tottenham have got to take their chances when they get there. Counter-attack. I'm surprised. I thought
Leandro Trossard was showing interest in coming in and attacking.
Havertz were well behind play. There, they're just at them. Get away in poor areas, but just has to get behind the ball. It's really difficult.
Kulusevski taken down by January of last year, and well on their way to chalking up.
Poor here, Arsenal. They just how Arsenal are playing at this moment in time. They're playing really well. They're coming back in onto Højbjerg, the holding midfield player. Back four, narrow, no space. Aside from Saliba.
Here's Leandro Trossard. They're going to go for him. Cleared to Kai Havertz.
From a Spurs perspective, it's a goal classic. They win the game between both boxes.
Arsenal find no answer to these. Find themselves 3 down in at Madison. Kulusevski trying to keep one across.
Spurs are hurting.
Really clashes of these two. Ski. Porro. Spurs. Tomiyasu. Madison. Kulusevski was offering the wide option, but Tomiyasu.
Wondered whether he'd start the game with Richarlison.
Raya has just cost himself the Golden Glove today, at least. Here's Brennan Johnson, and Richarlison sticks out.
this atmosphere, you breed off it. I wouldn't just put it all on them
today. Right, we know that
their
Arsenal
ability. I think
Strikers,
it would be Arsenal had possession.
A growing regularity. The referee played the advantage to Ben Davies has ventured forward so far and moved in slightly. Rice was the player who was at them on that occasion. Romero though wins it. Gabriel. Son missing out. Great tackle from Gabriel. Back here. And years when they won 3 in a row at White Hart Lane under George Graham.
yeah, it needs a change.
Davis certainly an experienced goalkeeper.
Forward best I've seen all this season was this Arsenal team away at Manchester City.
Player who was at them on that occasion. Romero, though, wins it back with a header. Can't reach Son, however. Gabriel. Does feel like he did it with Romero in the reverse fixture earlier in the season, and it's his corner. It's been might have been a little anxious. David Raya lets it go though at half time, but Ange challenge on track. Leaders and leaders for a reason.
Charlison certainly had them rattled.
In a goal of embarrassing the Gunners.
With a 3-goal advantage at half.
For Spurs, started
Declan Rice made it
a
key.
kick that Declan Rice had given away. Arsenal have got away with one.
Spurs Stadium. There is one of the